we're going to take a look at the checklist tool. This tool is used by students to track what needs to be done in a course and by what date. Some teachers also use this tool to include step-by-step instructions for maybe a bigger project that students are completing in a course. To get started, you'll want to ensure that the checklist tool is on your navigation bar. Once it is, we'll click Checklist, and we're going to create a new checklist. You're going to be asked to give this checklist a name. And hit Save. We can now see that the checklist has been created, and it's asking us to create a new category before we can create an item under that category. Examples of categories are weeks, so from September 1st to September 7th, students should be working on the items below this checklist. Or maybe by unit. Maybe in a high school course, students are working on Unit 1, and you will list assignment items under Unit 1 that students are to complete. We'll create a new category. I'm going to call this category Week of September 7th. And I'm going to hit Save. The category has been completed, and I can now create a new item to go underneath that category. If you had multiple categories on your checklist, you could actually access them here to ensure it's under the right heading. This item is going to be called Learner Profile. I'm going to give it a due date. If you use the calendar function in your course, you could also check this so it automatically displays in your calendar. I'm not going to check it, and I'm going to hit Save. I now have the category of week 20, September 7th, and the learner profile assignment underneath that category. You would then go on and create more categories and items as required. Some teachers set this up ahead of time, others do it on a week-by-week basis. These checklists must be manually set up, and the checkboxes are for students to use. The checkboxes don't automatically check. Students have to actually go in and check them off as they complete assignments. Just to get a student view, I am going to switch my view to Student. I'm going to click on Checklist. I'm going to click on the Hub checklist I just completed or set up. Items complete is 0 out of 1. They can actually see on this right side. And it's telling me that the learner profile is due at 11:59 p.m. on Thursday, October 1st. They now know to go into content or access this wherever it might be in your course, and they can always come back and manually check that off and hit Save so that they can keep track of their progress. The checklist does not link to content either. It is more of a static way that students can keep track of their progress throughout your course.